Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel where I teach you simple coping strategies and life skills to help you either begin, continue, or maintain a journey that's fit for you. And as I tell you every week or every time I post a video, a life that's fit for you is very much a personal and unique journey. You have to be willing to take a journey of discovery in order to know what you need to create a life that's fit for you. I'm Sharon. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I've been working with people for years to help them overcome or learn how to cope with, reduce symptoms of anxiety, depression, and trauma. But these days, I like wellness because I think we all need to learn how to be well. What are we going to talk about today? As you can see, today is Saturday and I have been lounging around my house doing some cleanup. Not doing much, right? And it feels nice to slow it down a little bit. If you hear some noise and you see Kismet, that's my wingman. He's always around. If you hear noise in the background, it's the washing machine because it's Saturday, y'all, and it's my day to get that kind of stuff done. So I closed the door, but I can still hear it, so you might hear it. Forgive me. Deal with me. Know that this is my real life. So what I wanted to talk about today is the community of Black women and how important it is for us to make sure that we maintain that community, right? It's really important that we maintain a community of women, period. But I've just noticed that in my life, I am lacking a community of Black women that I can interact with on a daily basis. I thought it was just because I lived in Arizona, spread out, not a lot of Black people, so we don't get the opportunity to interact as much. But what I'm finding is that is not the case, that I've talked to women all over the country and they are not interacting with each other as much as they would like. And we need that. We need a space where we come together and kick our shoes off and eat some food. And I don't know, my good girlfriends, we like to have a beverage or two and just talk about the realities of life, kiki, and have a good time. And when that is missing in my life doesn't feel as rich, as connected, as full as I want it to be. So I wanted to talk today about what is stopping us from connecting, because I don't know the answer. And here's what I would like to do. I would like to go live on YouTube, right? For two reasons. One, I would like to assemble a panel of the Black women who watch this channel, maybe 4 or 5 of us, right? And I would like to talk about what your experience is with connecting to Black women. If you have that connection, how you keep that connection, and if you don't have that connection, what stops you from having that connection? What's the barrier that gets in the way of that, right? I would like to talk about that. So that's one live I would like to do. And then I would like to do another live. I would like to talk with a group of Black women who have taken a sabbatical. I don't care how long it's been, 2 weeks, a month, a week. You took some time purposely, intentionally for yourself, by yourself, to sit with yourself. I would like you to come on here and share the tea, right? The last video I posted was me sharing the tea on what my experience was, right? And I would like to keep that conversation going, because the reason why I want to talk about this connection with Black women and the lack of it is because when I was on my sabbatical, I was in Grenada, in a Black country with the most amazing Black women, as I've talked to you about in my last video. And it was absolutely amazing to have that connection. And we have been working really hard to keep that connection, being intentional with each other, doing Zoom calls to make sure we stay connected, posting on the WhatsApp so we can stay connected with each other, because it's so, it meant so much of us to stay together. So that was one of the biggest learning lessons I had when I was in Grenada, is that I'm not an island, right? I need that connection of other women. I need it in my life. I need it to know that I'm not alone in my struggles, and I'm not alone in my successes. And it doesn't even matter the age, right? No matter what age group we are in, right? We see ourselves in each other, right? And we bring support and hopefully non-judgment, just a space to be, right? And that is what was the most amazing part of being in Grenada. And taking time for myself, right? That's why I want to talk to women who have done it, to see what their experience has been, both negative and positive, and how did they keep it going when they come back. Because that's my thing now, right? I've been back, I guess, over a month now, right? Because I got back at the end of March, and now we're at the end of April. And how do I maintain the gains that I have, from doing that sabbatical, right? Making sure I'm rested, making sure I am taking good care of myself all the time, right? It's been interesting watching myself go back and forth with it, right? Because one moment I will be like, I need to do this and this and this and this and this, and work stuff and all of the pulls on my life. But there's this piece that developed when I was in Grenada that was like, no, you don't. You don't have to do any of that. You really don't. And you're still going to be okay. And every time I get into like a little bit of a frenzy that wants me to pull me into that old frenzy of my life, I remember that it's a choice now. It's a choice whether or not I allow that to happen. Yeah, I'm like everybody else. I got bills to pay. I need to make money to support myself. Blah, 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 right? We all know that. But what I learned in Grenada is that the hype of what we're supposed to want and need for ourselves may not be the truth. And it wasn't the truth for me. I was so content in that one bedroom hotel room with some fresh fruit and vegetables and a friend and peace. I don't need all the trappings, right? Side note, today I wanted to get an estimate. So this is a side note to tell you how the trappings of life are. So I wanted to get an estimate on having my master bedroom shower tiled in, because that's something I've been wanting to do. We built this house about 5 years ago and we didn't get it done, right? And I've been wanting to get it done. So I thought, okay, now is the time to get some estimates and hopefully get it done, right? The guy started off quoting me. Our shower it's a big shower, but it's not that big, right? It's I don't know the measurements, right? That guy quoted me a price of it started off at like $13,000, and then he gave me a couple discounts. By the time he finished, it was like down to like $11,000 to get my shower done. And it wasn't even real tile. It's some kind of newfangled composite stuff that they do, right? And I was like I could feel myself getting amped up, like I'm gonna have to, this $11,000 if I get this done, I'm gonna have to work some extra time, blah, 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 right? But thank God for Grenada, because it was like, girl, chill. Like, you've been living with that shower for 5 years. Is it really that serious that you get it tiled in? You could live the rest of your life and not get it tiled in. Will it look nice? Yes. Is it necessary? Nah. Right? I don't know. I might get it done. I might not get it done. But the stress to, do the thing that everybody else is doing, right? In the neighborhood, everybody got their showers tiled. Everybody has solar panels on the roof. Everybody has a very nice backyard. Everybody has fill in the blank, right? Grenada taught me, I like nice things, but I don't want to be owned by a nice thing, right? I just want to live. And I'm going to choose life over a thing every time. So if I can get the shower done and get what I want, because I don't know that I like that composite stuff. It looked flat. It might be cheaper, but it looked flat. It might be that I have to spend more to get really what I want. So it might be another 3 years before I do it. I don't know. But I'm not going to stress over it. I'm going to get what I want and wait if I have to wait. And I might not ever get it, because I told you guys I'm still going to go at least for 6 months out of this country in 2024. So, yeah. So that is where I'm like, my life has changed a lot. The other place where my life has changed is being more demanding about what I want. And let me tell you what I mean. Like, this is like, I'm going to give you little examples so that you know what I mean. Like, back in the day, you guys all know I cut my hair, right? And I liked my hair. I love my natural curly hair, right? But I cut my hair because, one, I don't feel like being bothered with it. All that hair was driving me nuts, and it was taking up too much of my life. I didn't want to give that much of my life, right? So, but I also wanted to be able, since my hair is short, I wanted to be able to go from my natural curly hair to straight, styled, whatever. I want to be able to change it up and do what I want, color it, whatever I want to do, right? But I could never find a stylist that could take care of the health of my hair, cut my hair the way I want it, and I left out of the salon looking nice, right? And I would give up, right? After a couple tries, I went to a stylist, God bless her. She cut my ear. Cut it with those sharp scissors. I was bleeding like, I was going to need stitches dripping down my ear kind of thing, right? That happened. She burnt my scalp with the curlers. She cut my hair weird. Like, it was a whole thing. And I was just like, I give up. I will just go back to doing my hair and just not getting what I want. But when I was driving back, something dropped in my spirit. And I'm sure this has happened to you too, where it was just like, if you keep quitting every time you run into obstacles, you're never going to get what you want. You are always going to settle for what you don't want. It's got to be somebody in Arizona that can do your hair the way you want to, right? And so fast forward, a few weeks later, my husband and I was in Home Goods. They built a new one not too far, and I love that store. So we're in Home Goods shopping, and I saw this girl, her hair was cut so cute. And I just walked up to her and I was like, hey, who does your hair? She gave me the the name of the person who did her hair. I reached out to the girl, not a girl, a woman. She's amazing. I love Syndicate. If you see this, hey girl, hey. So I was like, I made an appointment to go get my hair done. And I love her. I love the way she does my hair. My hair is still soft. When I wash my hair, my curls pop back in. She takes very good care of my natural hair, and she styles my hair lovely. I love it, right? Don't go by today so much because I'm chilling in the house. But when I want to get snatched, this hair is very easy to whip it into shape, right? And even now where I'm chilling, I like it. And it taught me a lesson not to give up. If you want to get something somewhere in your life, you have to commit to the process, right? It's not going to always be smooth sailing all the time. But the end result, when you get what you want, it might be worth the bumps along the way, right? And that's what I'm learning, to demand the things that I want in my life, which is peace, which is time off from not always having to work 24/7, right? A slower life, an easier life, right? I want to be able to go out and kiki with my girls on a regular basis, not just once a year. I want to develop a community where I am. This is why Stephanie Perry, Rashida, the work that they are doing is amazing. I saw their post where they were in Morocco, and I saw everybody having a great time. And I was like, yes, because we need that. And we also need to see other places, right? We need to see how people live, I think, out of this country, where you're not so freaking stressed out all the time and worried about your life, your kids' life, racism all the time. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist everywhere, because it does. But the thing about it is, here, it just always feels life-threatening, which is hard to deal with. And you don't see, like, I saw black people in Grenada walking around. They were not freaked out and scared all the time. Even when they saw the police was just standing on the street and hey, and that was it. Not like I could die. I could die by the hands of the police kind of thing. It didn't feel like that. And, you know, the food was fresh, the air was fresh. I'm sure Grenada has lots of problems. I didn't happen to experience them like threats on my life kind of thing. Yeah, did I get to have some asshole experiences? I did. I had a couple of asshole experiences. And when I told people from Grenada what happened to me, they were shocked. They were actually shocked that I had had those kinds of experiences, because they don't happen on a regular basis there, right? So I just came on here to say, you know, we need each other. And I'm trying to build this community, to continue, right, with the people who want to watch me and learn some things from either watching my life or the coping skills that I'm going to teach, that I like to teach on here. I want us to share that, right, and talk about our experiences. So I am teaching myself StreamYard, which will help us go live and help me have guests, right? You know, it'll be my first one. It might go great, yay. It might be bumps along the way. You'll see me using some coping strategies if we have bumps along the way. But I'm in, and I hope you're in too. So if you are cool and want to come on my channel and talk about your experiences, either with connecting to other black women, do you have that in your life? If you don't have it, what do you think are the barriers? Or if you have taken a sabbatical, it could either be out of the country, in the country, it could be a few weeks, it could be a month, it could be years. I don't care about that kind of thing. I want you to come on here and I want you to talk about what your experiences have been like, right? So that means we're gonna do 2 lives if we get takers, right? So, yeah, I think that's what I came on here to say. So I hope that your Saturday is peaceful, restful, do some things around the house. But sit down, girl. Sit down, get some rest, put your feet up, relax a little bit, because life is short. And relaxation is key, and connection is key, and love is key. I hope you have a great day. See you later.